So I've always wanted to be a teacher. It's all I've done, and it's all I've ever wanted to do. I was inspired by so many teachers here at Wharton County Junior College when I was a student. One day I was walking to class or between classes, and I saw Mr. Prohaska, and just jokingly I said, "Can I teach your class for you today?" And I couldn't believe it, but he said, "Yeah, sure, here." And I thought he was kidding. So I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." He said, "No, here are my notes. Go teach my class." And I took his notes, and I went and I taught his class for him that day. He was there with me, and he, kind of made sure I didn't mess up too bad. But I don't think he ever knew what a monster he created when he lit that spark, and how that inspired me. I had the best time teaching that class for him. The students were actually listening. I couldn't believe that. They were happy because I covered his 50-minute lecture in about 20 minutes, and he really gave me an opportunity and let me know how fun teaching could be. My name is John Dettling, and I'm an instructor in the biology department here at WCJC. When I was in high school, I applied for every scholarship that I qualified for, and I was fortunate enough to be awarded several that the first 2 years of my school were probably, essentially paid for. And I was able to transfer to Texas A&M with that financial assistance. College is even more expensive today, and it's even more important for our students to receive financial aid or financial assistance. And so that's one reason that the foundation is so important, that they help students, just like I was, that needed some extra help to go to college. Most of our students are first-year college students. They come from hardworking families that realize the importance of education, and they just want a better life for their students. And just like my students, I was also a first-generation college student. My dad was a barber. My mom was a LVN. She came back to WCJC and went through LVN school here when I started kindergarten. And so we were a family of very modest means. And so financial assistance was very important for me to be able to go to school. And so I think it's even more important now. It's even more important for us to help those students by supporting the foundation so that they can help students obtain their dreams. And so this is literally generational change. When our students apply to jobs in nursing or other allied health fields, they know that when they graduate from WCJC, that they're getting quality students, and they have no problem putting them on the floor and putting them straight to work because they know they're ready. And we have a great reputation in so many fields, and I think that's one huge important factor. Our reputation is only as good as the students that we educate, and we do a great job of doing that. I don't think I could have found a better career for my personality. I love interacting with the students. I love joking and giving them silly ways to remember difficult concepts. So I really love my job. What keeps me here are the people that I work with. We're one big family, sometimes a dysfunctional family, but I love who I work with, and I enjoy the students, and it's a great place to live and work. So what is my legacy at WCJC? I can't hardly go to any healthcare facility in the area without seeing former students. I can't tell you what a great feeling that is. When my parents were needing extra care in nursing homes and in the hospital, I always saw my students there. And that's a pretty good feeling. That's my legacy, I think, is that for years to come, I'm going to see my students out there in the field working, and they might be my healthcare provider one day. And hopefully they'll remember me. Hopefully they'll tell a story that I probably have long forgotten, but something that they remember from my class. And so when my parents were aging and they needed extra care in nursing homes and assisted living, I saw so many of my students taking care of them. And I knew that they were in good hands because of the education that they received here at Wharton County Junior College. So I think it's very important to include the foundation in estate planning or gifts any way you can, because our students, they need a little extra help. And by remembering the foundation in your estate, we can do that. And it's not difficult to do. You can meet with your financial advisor or your attorney to set up your will or your estate and leave anything, what you can, for the foundation to help students. I would hope that students that receive a gift from the foundation will someday pay it forward. I've always joked with my students, and I've said that if I've helped you in any way get through school and help you be successful, just remember me every Christmas. Send me a check for 1% of your annual income. And then I ask them, you know how many checks I've received? None. And that's okay. I'm totally joking when I do that. But again, my students are going to make more money in their first year than I make after teaching for 35 years. And so if they receive financial assistance from the foundation, I would hope, I don't expect it, but I would hope that they would remember that, and they would remember the foundation when they're successful and pay it forward. That's what I hope they would do. They'd pay it forward.